Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. We're here today to show you how to create your very own podcast, a potential side hustle that could generate income. Podcasts, a trendy and innovative medium, can be a lucrative venture when done right. In the next few minutes, we'll guide you through the process from initial planning to final editing, revealing how you can turn your passion for conversation into a profitable project. Stay tuned as we dive into the first step of creating a podcast. The first step in creating a podcast is planning. This includes deciding on a topic, format, and target audience. Now, planning isn't just a preliminary step, it's the foundation of your podcast. It sets the stage for everything that follows. Let's start with choosing a topic. This should be something you're passionate about and knowledgeable in. It's also important to consider if your topic has a broad enough appeal to attract a sizable audience. Next is the format. Will your podcast be interview-based, a solo show, or perhaps a narrative style? Different formats resonate with different audiences, so think about what your potential listeners might prefer. And speaking of listeners, identifying your target audience is critical. Who are they? What are their interests? Understanding your audience will help you create content that they will find valuable and engaging. Once you have a clear plan, it's time to move on to the next step, which is scripting. Scene script. Scripting is crucial as it ensures your podcast is structured and flows smoothly. It's the blueprint that guides your conversation and keeps you on track. So, how do you script your podcast? Firstly, you need an introduction. This is your chance to hook your audience, so make it engaging. Briefly mention the topic of discussion and why it's relevant or interesting. Moving on to the main content, this is where you delve into the heart of your topic. Make sure to break it down into digestible segments. You could even include anecdotes or personal experiences to make it more relatable. Lastly, your conclusion should wrap up your discussion and provide a sense of closure. You could summarize key points or even pose a thought-provoking question to your listeners. Remember, your script isn't set in stone. It's a guide that can be tweaked and adjusted as you see fit. With your script in hand, you're ready to start recording. Now comes the fun part, recording your podcast. Diving into the recording process, there are a few things to consider. First things first, let's talk about the equipment. A good quality microphone is a must. It doesn't have to be a top-of-the-line model, but investing in a decent microphone can make a world of difference in your audio quality. Look for something that captures a clear, crisp sound. You'll also need a pair of headphones to monitor your recording. Next, you'll need a quiet place to record. This could be a dedicated studio, a quiet room in your house, or even a closet. The key is to find a place that is free from background noise and echo. If you're recording in a room with hard surfaces, try adding some soft materials like rugs or curtains to absorb sound and reduce echo. Now, let's talk about the actual process of recording. You'll need a software to record your audio. There are a lot of options out there, from free programs like Audacity to more professional-grade software like Adobe Audition. Choose one that fits your budget and needs. Before you hit record, do a sound check. Make sure your microphone is picking up your voice clearly and that there's no background noise. Adjust your microphone's position and volume levels as needed. When you're ready, hit record and start speaking. Remember, you're not aiming for perfection on the first go. It's normal to make mistakes. Just pause, take a breath, and start again. The beauty of podcasting is that you can edit out any errors later. Here's a pro tip. Record a few seconds of silence before and after your podcast. This will give you some room to add an intro and outro music, and it can also be helpful for noise reduction during editing. And speaking of editing, it's not as scary as it sounds. With a little practice, you can learn to cut out mistakes, reduce background noise, and add music to make your podcast sound professional. Once your podcast is recorded, it's time for the final step, editing. Scene script. Editing is the final step in creating a podcast. This is where you'll clean up your audio and add any finishing touches. The process of editing a podcast can be seen as a form of art. It's where you sculpt your content, removing the unwanted parts and polishing the gems. Let's delve into it, shall we? First things first, you'll need some software to do the job. There are plenty of options out there, from free ones like Audacity and GarageBand to professional-grade software like Adobe Audition. Your choice depends on your budget and your comfort level with audio editing software. Once you've selected your tool, it's time to clean up your audio. Start by removing any unwanted sounds. These could be long pauses, ums and ahs, or any background noise that might have snuck into your recording. Most editing software have noise reduction tools that can help with this. Next, you'll want to balance your audio levels. This ensures that your listeners don't have to constantly adjust their volume. Again, most software will have tools to help with this. Once your audio is clean and balanced, you can add in any finishing touches. This could be intro and outro music, sound effects, or any other audio elements that support your content and enhance your listeners' experience. Don't rush this process. Take your time to make sure everything sounds just right. Remember, your podcast is a reflection of you and your brand. And there you have it, your podcast is ready to be published and shared with the world. We've covered all the steps to create your own podcast, a potential income-generating side hustle. From the initial planning stage, where you identify your niche and target audience, to the scripting process that allows you to flesh out your episodes with engaging content. Then we delved into the recording process, covering everything from equipment to the actual recording. Lastly, we explored editing your podcast to ensure a polished and professional final product. Remember, podcasting is not just about sharing your thoughts or expertise. It's about creating a platform that resonates with people. And if done right, it can turn into a profitable side hustle. With the rise of digital platforms and the increasing popularity of podcasts, there's never been a better time to jump in. Don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more informative content like this. Thank you for watching and best of luck with your podcasting journey.